And welcome. Today we're looking at the Sony WH-1000XM5. We'll compare them to the XM4. So these are made for iPhone, iPad, Alexa, built-in, Google, 360 reality audio, high-res, 30 hours, and really good noise cancelling. So let's get into it. WH-1000X series. Let's see how we can open this box. Very interesting done. Wow. Okay, it required a bit of proper shaking. They really want you to check everything by the looks of it. So this is where you have your user manual and other information. That's the case it comes in. Let me just take this aside. So that's the case. They've decided to go for a different kind of shape. I think I've seen this in Bose 700, but please correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like it kind of becomes compact maybe when you don't have the headphones in, by the shape you can see in here. Let's compare it against the XM4. So it's slightly larger. In terms of thickness, a bit thicker as well, and you don't have the mesh on the back. Just a simple observation. You still have this, so you could carry it around. I think they've used the same type of zipper. So let's open it up and see what we find inside. At the end of the day, they are traveling headphones, so they kind of open like a suitcase or a luggage. So these are the headphones itself. Let's see. Oh wow, that's new. So they have this kind of shape that goes exactly in. In terms of how light they are, let's compare it against the old ones. So with these new ones, we will also see what you're getting. So you get the audio jack and a USB A to C charging cable, and that's pretty much it. They no longer include the airplane adapter that you had in the previous model. I've never really used it, to be honest, unless you really travel and you don't have the shape, because it's not that difficult to put them in anymore. So in terms of cables, that's what you used to get before as well. That hasn't changed at all. So I'll put this aside. And the old ones were also light. I think they are pretty much the same. Sometimes I feel like these are a bit heavier, these are a bit heavier. I don't know, pretty much the same. So interesting how now let's just take this case out of the way. So look at them. Let's look at them side by side, and we can see they both could be placed like that. I see you can both do the same thing, and they go up like that, same as this. Yeah, they fold in. That's exactly the same. The only thing that these ones used to fold down like that as well, where these ones, they no longer do that. For some it might be a problem, for others you will not be a problem at all. Another thing I've noticed, this is where you used to have plastic. Now you have the plastic inside, but it's covered and it's not soft or anything, it's just covered by this pleather. And then the top of it, the comfortable bit, starts just a little bit lower than before. Let's just turn them like this and see. I can see now from the start that the space for your ear, it's much larger than before. Although I've never really felt that it was a problem. I really liked and enjoyed how my ear was sitting on this. And also, I no longer see that sensor. That was a bit annoying, to be honest, because you would get dirty in time. As you can see, mine is a bit steamed up. Yeah, otherwise, let's see in terms of memory foam. I feel like this one returns a bit slower. Let's do it together. Yeah, definitely that will be a better memory foam. In terms of buttons, you still have the right, left indicators like on here, which I really like. But now they put all these kind of sensors. You see, you had a sensor in there. You have now a microphone actually in there. One here as well. I think that's what it is. One in there, where before you had them in a kind of different position. You had them in there and in there. So now that's slightly changed. There's a lot of movement in here now as well, where like before you still had the same. They decided to keep the same location as previously for the noise cancelling modes and ambient sound. Power on, 3.5mm jack, but looks to me that now you have so that's you have bigger microphones or something like that, or bigger space for them. Still have like an LED light in there, USB-C charging, same location, and an LED. And then on the back, nothing. Where in here you keep on having microphones all around, so that tells me that the noise cancelling must be a bit better than on this ones, even though on this one was excellent. And you no longer have the WH-1000XM5 printed anywhere else. You just have Sony, and very clean look, which I really like. So let's put them aside and turn them on, shall we? Let's hear if it's any notification. One thing I don't really like is how they've used this cheaper kind of leather on the inside, you see, because that in time will peel off and you will be all over your ear, and that was the case before as well. I don't know why they can't make it. I've seen this with many headphones. I'm not just blaming Sony. So yeah, so let's just see if there's any notification. It just stopped my recording because they pop up on your phone to pair them. So at the moment, as I'm recording with the phone, I'll just have to pair them with my Apple phone. Then we'll see how they sound. Yeah, so let's see how the setup goes through. So the first thing you see is start setup and fully enjoy the functions of the headphones. So you have adaptive sound control, activity, and 360 sound setup. And here you see ambient sound control based on actions. So that's a new feature that it has. So you can start configuring this, or you can just say later. Activity to better enjoy your headphones, record and view how you have used your headphones. And yeah, so I'll do this later. This is the last step. Okay, so he has 360 reality audio. Sometimes so some phones like Samsung has a feature where you can enable 360 audio recording, so that's quite good. So you can use this maybe I'm not sure if it works with this, but I know it works with the Galaxy Buds Pro 2, I think. So that just records the sound around you as you will be there outside or in wherever you are. So we'll do this later. Okay, that's fine with me. So you see the headphones in there. So that's the dashboard. You see, they give you some information in here. Voice assistant. So voice assistant of the headphones enables you to control music with your voice. Set this function to enjoy music more conveniently. Play music, skip to the next song, so you can say that. Raise the volume or turn on noise cancelling. So you can use that if you want. So I'm not gonna install the latest software. I normally don't do that because I don't really want. I want to see how they are out of the box, and then if I find that there's any issues with them, then I'm actually updating the software, so I won't be doing that. So you also have a tutorial in there by the looks of it. Let's see what that does. So available operations of the touch control panel. So let's go into that. So double tap is play pause, which that's how it was before. Receive a call, finish a call. Swipe forward to release, so to the next song. Backward, previous song. Up and down for the volume. And tap and continue pressing to launch the voice assistant or reject a call. If you want to listen like before, you just cover the right side ear cup, and the microphones will start picking up the noise around you. That's the quick attention mode. Available operations on the ANC. So the ANC, if you press it once, is noise cancelling and ambient sound like before. Press twice, quick access, and then press 3 times, quick access setting. So probably you can set something to do. Yeah, so it just shows in here. So you can assign quick access. You can do maybe specific functions. Okay, let's go further. So it has speak to chat, which the other one had as well, but sometimes it was annoying. If you start humming like a song or something, it would stop playing your music, so I didn't like that. But it's useful if you use it in an environment where you need to use it. And then it has this where automatically optimizing the noise cancelling performance. So you'll have auto NC optimizer. So by just wearing the headset, the charge of wearing, conditions of usage, environment is automatically analyzed, so so that you can enjoy music with optimized noise cancelling performance. So that's quite cool. Okay, so that's that. So under the status you have adaptive sound control, so you can turn this on and it will adapt based on your environment. Let's see what else. So that's when you play music. It has a little player in here. Unfortunately, if you don't have internet access, so if you're traveling with the underground, you can't really access this app, which I find it very annoying, I have to say. And that would be a bad start. In terms of sound, these are the options: noise cancelling, ambient and off. Speak to chat, you can enable it from here, or you can use the equalizer. There's also a beta, find your equalizer. I've never had that before, with XM4, and that's the 360 reality audio setup. And that's the Bluetooth connection quality. DSEE, I think this is something I've used last time. I'll have to check. Spatial sound and head tracking. But this requires to use Android head tracking. And this is the spatial sound is not optimized. That's fine. System. You can connect 2 devices simultaneously. I had the exact feature in the Sony XM4. So to be honest with you guys, there's no need to upgrade a part of the noise cancelling. I think that is a bit better, but we'll see. Touch control, blah blah. NC ambient sound button. That's what it does. And then quick access. Let's see, what is this? And if you can, what can you set up to do? Spotify or Endel. Quite basic this. I was hoping you can do volume or something else, but you already have volume actually, so it probably is not needed. So software update, I don't want to update it automatically. That's just me. Previous experience, go straight to the music, Spotify services, all kind of stuff that you may want to use. So that's pretty much it with the app. We'll play a bit around with this and see how it sounds. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you any sound samples, so you just have to trust my experience with it. Okay guys, so I've been testing them. To be honest with you, in terms of sound quality, they do sound pretty much the same, like and you get the same options in the app. It's just they look different. One thing I do like, I mean, they're both fingerprint magnet, so you leave all kind of grease on them. I do like the way the material that is this made of. It looks to me like it might outstand better, it might resist better in time than the old one. Otherwise, I don't really see a difference. And even with the noise cancelling, yeah, very little improvement, in my opinion. Probably, you know, there are other guys out there doing it and measuring it with specific equipment, but for me, like I'm a normal user like any of you out there, I couldn't really notice a big difference. So you're still okay with having these ones, but if you want the new look, and I'm not really sure what is the new features of it, but I guess it's just little improvements, you can then go with these ones. But otherwise, I guess it's just whatever you prefer. If you prefer a bigger case, if you prefer different kind of cans shape, I still think that this still looks really nice. The new ones, they look even better. So yeah, in terms of sound quality, like I said, they sound exactly the same. Initially I thought maybe these are a bit brighter, but no, once I've listened to this again, full volume, mid volume, they do sound exactly the same. The noise cancelling probably would be better on this, but at the moment I'm just having a dehumidifier and the nose of it, which you could probably pick up in the background, and both of them would lower that noise to almost that you couldn't observe it, and this was without playing any music. This one, I think it had a little edge, it was doing it a bit better, but still this one's exceptional. Yeah, so it's more about the features. I do like the feedback on these ones. On the touch controls, I feel like they work a bit better. Yeah, here through, feel like it's the same. So yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what to say. It's up to you. These are the differences that I could observe myself. One thing, like I said, I hate that you can't use the app without the internet. And another thing is, like, it doesn't give you an option to switch from this to this. So you have to turn this off in order to enable these ones in the app. But at least they keep the settings. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. You can leave us a comment. Maybe tell us how would you like Sony to name them in the future, because at the moment you see they keep on keeping this long name, which at the moment it is known, but what would you like them to use them? Maybe they will see these comments and they will change, who knows. And maybe what other features you want to see in the next headphones, XM6 maybe. Hopefully they will change the name. But yeah, I hope you like it. Please give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.